Maybe never. Something tells me I'm not coming back this time. Imagine me, Tom Bradley, from Detroit, born in Peoria, being in Madrid tomorrow seeing a bullfight. Sitting next to a beautiful senorita. And when everybody else is watching the bulls, she'll be watching me. I'll see to that. Of what?
Of you?
But I didn't do anything.
But you intended to.
I did not.
You had it in your eye.
I didn't know it showed.
Will you kindly let me handle this alone? Now, I'm telling you...
Don't be so...
Whose niece is she? Your niece or my niece?
Whose car was it? Your car or my car?
Now, let me tell you, my niece is more important to me than your car.
My car is more important to me than your niece. Well, I don't know.
My uncle sent me to persuade you to leave. Can you be persuaded?
No.
Thank you, darling.
Why did you let me go through all this torture? Why didn't you tell me?
I wasn't sure if I liked you enough.
No?
I still don't know.
Before you, a man who has lived for centuries, kept alive by the blood of innocent people. When the full moon rises, I turn into a werewolf, with only one desire, to kill.
I tried to perform the miracle of science and failed. My blood is contaminated with the blood of Dracula.
Cleopatra is a magic name, a symbol of romance and love, of power and passion and intrigue. Cleopatra has been glorified in all the arts and by writers from Plutarch here to Shakespeare to Shaw. Yet, she still remains a mystery, eternal as the Sphinx. I made this picture because the historical facts of her life are far more fascinating than any fiction. How she schemed to meet her conqueror and save her throne.
Observe, Caesar. A most unusual design.
Well,
Greetings to Caesar from Egypt.
very amusing joke. Very good. But I'm too busy.
But even the mighty Caesar surrenders to Cleopatra, bringing her back in triumph to all the splendor of ancient Rome. On the steps of the Senate, Caesar is warned, beware the Ides of March, but the conspirators drive their daggers deep. The Iron Soldier, Mark Antony, swears to avenge the death of Caesar.
From Tarsus, I shall send Cleopatra to Rome in chains.
And how did Cleopatra receive the great Mark Antony? Antony finds that all the legions of Rome are not as strong as the soft white arms of Egypt. So begins one of the great love stories of all time, starting with human desire and rising to immortality as Antony and Cleopatra face the might of Rome in one of the 7 great battles of history, the Battle of Actium. Drama, in song, in story. 4 great loves have been told over and over again. Romeo and Juliet, Samson and Delilah, Tristan and Isolde, Antony and Cleopatra. 2 of these I have brought to the screen. Who shall say which is the greatest love? Now don't decide until you have seen Cleopatra.
I'm going to repay you for betraying me. I'm going to give that brain of yours a new home in the skull of the Frankenstein monster.
The jugular vein is severed, not cut, but torn apart as though by powerful teeth.
A werewolf. Last night I killed a man,
I didn't know what you were doing.
but I did. I wanted to kill.
think they're after Dracula.
Could do that to a man's throat.
Jack, what are you trying to do? Scare us half to death? What are you holding back?
It wasn't an animal that killed Joe. Same goes for Clovey. It was a man.
Someone could fail if he should remember and tell someone what he knows about us. There's nothing else left but to... And they're not going to kill him. You think he still wants to live after what he's become?
Duncan! Duncan, darling, this is Helen. These men have promised not to harm you. Chris?
He's asleep. Let's try it! Throw some torches up there.
I say there are things better left unsolved.
Who knows what waits for us in nature's no man's land?
Impossible, unbelievable, fantastic. But I tell you, it could happen. It could happen. It could happen. It could happen.
Yes, it could happen. For various authorities believe that buried somewhere under the polar ice cap, in a state of suspended animation, are the awesome creatures, the leviathans that roamed the earth at the dawn of time. And under certain conditions, a nuclear explosion could free one from his icy tomb. Then, guided by instinct, the beast would come back to the caverns of the deepest Atlantic, where it was spawned. An armored giant, wreaking his prehistoric fury on modern man and his puny machines. Cities would be terrorized by the cruel intruder from the past. Populations crazed and panicked with fear by its destructive force. Granite and steel would crumble. Soldiers and their weapons would be powerless before the onslaught of the beast. The beast! The beast! The beast from 20,000 fathoms.
Herald Square, 34th Street, Broadway. Every section of the city is guarded. No one knows where the monster will strike next.
Another one, Colonel?
No.
You know where the radioactive isotope is?
No, but if it can be loaded, I can fire it.
I'll load it. Just remember one thing. This is the only isotope of its kind this side of Oak Ridge, so you can't miss.
bed, little father. We want to be alone.
Please. You like me just a little bit?
Your general appearance is not distasteful.
Thank you.
The whites of your eyes are clear. Your cornea is excellent.
Your cornea is terrific. Love isn't so simple, Ninotchka. Ninotchka, why do doves bill and coo? Why do snails, the coldest of all creatures, circle interminably around each other? Why do moths fly hundreds of miles to find their mates? Why do flowers slowly open their petals? Oh, Ninotchka, surely you feel some slight symptom of the divine passion. A general warmth in the palms of your hands. A strange heaviness in your limbs. A burning of the lips that isn't thirst, but something 1,000 times more tantalizing, more exalting than thirst.
You're very talkative.
Establish visual communication with rocket in flight. History is being made on the proving grounds of the National Space Foundation as scientists prepare for the ultimate total triumph over space. Within a matter of moments, you will, for the first time, see the interior of a space rocket in flight. Here's the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off. And now the wonders of electronic science enable us to see the interior of the rocket. Oh, no! What's this? Oh, my, not them. Yes, it's the Three Stooges who are making history, all right, but laugh history. In their first full-length feature motion picture, Have Rockets Will Travel.
What's wrong, things, Alice? Doc! Try to contact Earth.
No change in their course.
None. They can't control it. The ship's on an automatic course to the planet Venus.
We got a contact. Take that down, quick. What's it say?
Get out of here. Hey, the television's on.
You heard about the Sputnik and the Mudnik. Well, here comes the Laughton, a movie that's a Three Stooge riot on a three-stage rocket.
We're landing.
For the first time, the world's craziest comedians are really out of this world.
Or admit it.
We did it. Have rocket. We'll travel in space.
You are expected. Enter.
A talking automobile.
I am waiting.
I am Larry. I am Mo. And I am Curly Joe. Take us to your leader. Look.
There's a spinning image of us, ain't they? Oh, they look pretty good for robots. They made Mo real ugly, didn't they, Larry? I don't know. I think he's uglier in person.
Don't miss this hilarious mixture of missiles and mirth as the Three Stooges blast off in the biggest comedy bonanza in years.
I am Dracula. A moment ago, I stumbled upon a most amazing phenomenon. Something so incredible, I mistrust my own judgment. Look,
Dracula. The very mention of the name brings to mind things so evil, so fantastic, so degrading. You wonder if it isn't all a dream, a nightmare.
Rats. Rats. Thousands. Millions of them.
But no, this is no dream. This is Dracula, the original terrifying story of a maniac and a man who lived after death, lived on human blood, took the form of a vampire bat, and lured innocent girls to a fate truly worse than death.
Dracula? Oh, what's he done to you, dear? Tell me.
He came to me. He opened a vein in his arm, and he made me drink.
As the United Nations sweep on to victory, American airmen fly over Rome.
There she is, Father. Rome.
Over those worn stones, they brought the Apostle Paul back for trial before Nero.
Look at that big joint. Somebody bombed the top off it. That wasn't bombed.
That's the Colosseum, where they killed so many Christians.
They gave their lives just as so many of you boys are doing today, because they refused to believe that might makes right. Then was born the sign of the cross, which nothing could destroy.
Eternal Rome, in the flaming night when the murderous tyrant Nero had it burned to the ground, in the midst of the mad revels of his disreputable favorites, with Claudette Colbert as the Empress Poppaea, whose loveliness was matched only by her ruthlessness, Fredric March as the prefect of Rome, torn between the faith and beauty of a Christian girl and the luxurious beauty of Poppaea. You'll see the amazingly lavish spectacles that only the master hand of DeMille could create, the pomp and splendor of Nero's court, the bloodthirsty pageantry of the great Colosseum, with hordes of gladiators dueling to the death, the struggle between the birth of Christianity and the pagan determination to stamp it out, with Christian martyrs torn by the beasts of the jungle before the inhuman beasts of Rome.
Station Science creates an electronic monster so terrifying, only screams can describe it.
Come back home. Come back home.
According to the evidence, Hennessy was murdered by a creature with atom rays of superhuman strength, and a creature that cannot be killed by bullets.
I said I would live to see you die.
I just came from the bureau and checked the murderer's fingerprints. His name is Willard Pierce. They let me have it from the files.
And his death, fraud, 3 months in prison, tuberculosis.
How could a tubercular man have strength enough to break those bars like that?
You think that's something? Answer this one. How could a dead man have strength enough to do it?
Fantastic, but based on scientific facts.
How low they're flying.
You will stop all planes and trucks searching for radioactivity. If you do not, many people will be killed. There will be no other warning.
Hello! 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 They hung up before I could put a tracer on it.
Slow down, Dave. Dave, did they? No.
Go out and kill him.
Those are the bodies that were stolen from the morgue.
Dr. Morocco, in the Rue Morgue, is guilty of 4 murders so far this week, and by now perhaps a 5th.
Flying saucers have invaded our planet. Washington, London, Paris, Moscow are key targets. The whole world is under attack. Can it survive?
Survivors of a disintegrated solar system. At this moment, the remainder of our fleet is circling your globe.
What do you want with me?
Arrange for your world leaders to confer with us in the city of Washington.
They set up an electronic screen. The artillery doesn't penetrate.
Never before has the screen reached such heights of excitement. Breathtaking spectacle. Hair-raising terror. See the saucer men's high-frequency disintegrator. See flying saucers travel thousands of miles in seconds. See great cities leveled by flying saucer monsters.
Ross, look.
It's the same kind of thing that's watched us since the beginning of the project.
People of Earth, attention. People of Earth, attention. This is a voice speaking to you from thousands of miles beyond your planet.
They're coming down to take over. They made that clear to us in the saucer.
ones left alive.